This is Tank's Vlog. Today, July 30th, 2017, the wrap-up for the day in sports. It was Hall of Fame weekend in Cooperstown, and 5 new members joined the Baseball Hall of Fame. Last year, I had the opportunity to go to Cooperstown to see the induction of Mike Piazza. Let me tell you something. For all baseball fans, this is a weekend that you must experience at least once in your life. It was terrific. It was a little hot during the induction ceremony. I had to head for the shelter after Piazza's speech and missed most of what Ken Griffey Jr. had to say, but it was a terrific weekend. And one of my favorite parts was definitely Saturday night, the parade down Main Street of all the legends. It's something you have to do if you're a true baseball fan. This year's class included Jeff Bagwell, well-deserved. Ivan Rodriguez, well-deserved. Tim Raines, overdue, about time he got in. One of the great base runners of all time. John Sherholtz, one of the great general managers of all time. But one guy who does not deserve to be in the Baseball Hall of Fame is Bud Selig. It is an absolute crime and a joke that he is getting in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Honestly, there is no one in the Hall of Fame that deserves to be there less than Bud Selig. Let me tell you something. We're keeping out Barry Bonds. We're keeping out Roger Clemens. We're keeping out Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa. All these guys, Rafael Palmeiro. All these guys who put up great numbers because they use steroids. Let me tell you, one of the reasons they use steroids is because Bud Selig looked the other way. Bud Selig was a major reason we lost the 1994 World Series. So, it's ironic that there's an Expo getting in the Hall of Fame, since he's probably most responsible for killing the Expos. He looked the other way. He watched teams' competitive balance go down the tubes. He was an awful commissioner. The one memorable moment I have of him is when the All-Star game was held in his backyard, Milwaukee, ended in a tie, and he's just, with his hands held up, didn't know what to do. You know, baseball is in this steroid era. It happened. You might want to blame the players for using it, but when it got to their point was almost everyone was using it at a certain point because the league looked the other way, because Bud Selig knew home runs, power was good for business. And for them to keep Bonds, Clemens, who knows? A-Rod may never get in Hall of Fame because of this. He deserves to be in Hall of Fame. All these guys, they got their punishment. Baseball looked the other way for many years. People who use steroids now, they get suspended. The suspension ends, they get back in the game. The only way you're ever going to get over this and not keep it as a topic is keeping them out of the Hall of Fame. Put them in, put a little asterisk by it, played in the steroid era. May have had stats aided by steroids. Because the point was, it got to a point where so many people were using performance-enhancing drugs, it wasn't cheating anymore. It got to a point where it was epidemic, and the reason it got epidemic was an epidemic is because of Alan H. Bud Selig. So for him to be in the Hall of Fame and to keep these steroid guys out is an absolute crime. One day, joining them in the Hall of Fame will be Adrian Beltre. Today, Adrian Beltre became the first Dominican-born baseball player with 3,000 hits. Congratulations to Adrian Beltre, who's in his 20th season. He's played 20 years. He made his debut at the age of 19 in 98 with the Dodgers. So he's had a great career. He still needs like 45 homers to hit 500. So he's one of a very few players with 3,000 hits and 450 homers. Absolute first ballot Hall of Famer. And he's never even had steroids attached to his name. Although, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Which is why you can't keep these guys out of the Hall of Fame. So, they have to correct this injustice. Today in baseball was Sunday, so you know what that means. It's easy to beat the Mets on Sunday. Oh, it's easy to beat the Mets on Sunday. They don't show up to play. They don't even try anyway. Their pitching's bad, their hitting's worse. That's why they're easy on Sunday morning. Yes, that's right. The Mets have lost again on Sunday. Clobbered by the Mariners 9-1. I can't even watch this game on Sunday. Don't even watch the Mets on Sunday. That's what it is. It's right now. You cannot watch the Mets on Sunday. Now everyone, other players the Yankees had their winning streak snap, and now everyone's causing an alarm because Aaron Judge is batting 150 since the All-Star break. Chill out, guys. He was bound to hit a slump eventually. One team that doesn't have a slump, though, is the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are just killing everybody. They just completed a sweep of the Giants. Kyle Farmer, first at bat, walk-off double, and then he almost gets stripped by his teammates. I tell you right now, this team is pure magic. One player on another team that's also having a magical week is Steve Pearce, who had his second walk-off grand slam of the week for the Toronto Blue Jays as they scored 7 runs to rally to beat the Los Angeles Angels 11-10. Today's 3 stars are Adrian Beltre for his 3,000th career hit, Andrew McCutchen, who had 3 RBI and 4 runs scored, going 3 for 3 with 3 home runs to lead the Pirates over the Padres, and Justin Upton, who had 6 RBIs, leading the Tigers in a blowout win over the Astros. Today we give a birthday shout-out to Evgeny Malkin, who should have been the Conn Smythe winner, turns 31 for the Pittsburgh Penguins. But everyone has to love Sidney Crosby. Malkin was the MVP of this postseason. Period. And we take a look back with the trade deadline approaching at 3 o'clock on Monday at a past trade deadline to 1997 when the Cardinals got Mark McGwire for 3 pitchers from the Oakland Athletics. A full look back at Barstool Sports and at Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.